Hey guys, welcome to the Homestead. So today we're going to talk about homeschool, switch gears a little bit. I got an email the other day asking about a particular topic when it came to our homeschool, and I thought I'd read the letter from the viewer on the air, and then we'll go ahead and answer it. Here it is. It says, Dear Zach, my wife and I have had our kids in a Christian private school which uses the Abeka curriculum. We are planning to start them on a homeschool program next year. I hope this is an appropriate way to reach out. We are looking at a couple programs, mainly LUOA, which is Liberty University Online Academy, and Enlightium. We are obviously new to homeschooling and like the idea of having some rigor around our program to help us stay focused. We have been watching your videos on Liberty. It sounds very encouraging. Our concerns come with some of the reviews out there, Google, the homeschoolmom.com. There are a lot of comments about their billing, grades, tech support, etc. It makes me a little nervous because obviously there are many unknowns with online sites, and you always hear of scams, and some of the comments almost make me seem this is a degree of like a degree mill of sorts. My first question is, are you affiliated with LUOA or a paid advertiser for them? Are you still using the program? Have you run into any issues like some of the negative comments talk about? Weird grading, not being able to submit assignments, not being able to get hold of someone? Have you looked into used Enlightium? Any feedback you have would be appreciated. We are excited but nervous to make this change. We have 4 kids. 2 are not in school, but the 2 that will be are going into the 3rd and 1st grade. Thank you, Nick and Kelly. Let me just say this. I am in no way affiliated or connected to Liberty University. My kids use the curriculum, and we have the school online. Okay, we do an online schooling program with Liberty Online Academy. Excuse me. They have an online university section as well. But we use the online academy. I think it's grades, kindergarten through 12. So I'm not an affiliate. I don't get paid by them. I don't get any kickbacks or discounts. Actually, I do get a veterans discount. That's available if you're a veteran family. But that's about it. That's all I get. So I still have to pay my tuition. As far as some of the concerns you raised in that email about Liberty, I was just like, I have no idea how that's even possible. Like, I wasn't aware of homeschoolmom.com. I think I'd been there before to read reviews on other curriculum. But when I read the reviews for Liberty at that website, I just scratched my head. I let my 16-year-old read the reviews, and he was like, what are they talking about? It makes no sense. It makes me wonder, like, are these reviews just made up? Are people just bad-mouthing Liberty? Guys, Liberty has, there are some things I don't like about Liberty, but there's a lot of things I do like about Liberty. I love the fact that it has this observation deck. And one of the reviews on that website was talking about how their child flunked English, and they called and they couldn't get the school to change the grade back. Listen, if your daughter flunks an entire subject, long before the child actually flunks the subject that the child is in trouble. They have an observation deck, and this observation deck gives you an overview of anything that's happening, like any problems, any assignments that you're behind in. It gives you a grade. It gives you can dive down in it and see every single grade they're getting on every single assignment, quiz, and test. If your child is flunking something, it's because you're not paying attention as a parent. You should be like in that observation deck almost every single day and checking to see how your child's progress is doing. As far as getting a hold of somebody at Liberty, I've never had a problem with getting a hold of anybody. In fact, it's kind of annoying. They call me up every so often and we're like, hey, just wanted to see how you're doing. Just wanted to see if you had any questions or concerns about anything. And I'm like, nope, everything's fine. Thanks so much for calling and bothering, messing up my day. And so I don't know what you're talking about. The only time I have ever had trouble getting a hold of anyone at Liberty is at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of the school year. They are inundated with people calling, asking questions, trying to enroll, and getting through their, it's called the financial check-in. The only thing that's really been a hassle with Liberty has been the financial check-in process at the beginning of every year. It can be kind of touchy, their system. But for the most part, it's not that big a deal, and it just takes some time and some patience to get through on those busy days, excuse me, at the beginning of the year when everyone is calling in. But during the year, I have no problem getting a hold of their teachers. I have no problem getting a hold of the counselor. Each family is assigned a counselor that's for you. And obviously other families as well. But I think our counselor's name is Joy and has been for the last few years, same person. And if I need someone, I just, I don't call her, but I can message her and, she gets right back to me. So, or one of the kids can message her, or one of the kids can message their teachers through their system online. I never had a problem with, I don't understand these reviews. I think, let's see, all right, here's the deal, guys. Liberty has been, some of the people, the children of the founders gotten into some hanky-panky they shouldn't have been doing, and it got broadcast all over, the world and news and internet, and it really put a bad black eye for Liberty. But it was those people, not Liberty themselves. So, and those people aren't associated with them anymore anyway. But I think people, and also there's this idea out there in the homeschool community that if you're not homeschooling, meaning if you're not putting together your curriculum piece by piece, or buying some separate curriculum and doing that curriculum at home without any other outside influences, that's not really homeschooling. So if you're using Liberty, that's fine, but that's not homeschooling. That's ridiculous. My kids are going to school at home. The only difference between your curriculum and Liberty is that it's online and someone else is hosting it. There's lots of reasons people do online. Guys, it's not just the school systems, the administrators you're having to worry about and the curriculum at the public schools these days. It's the students. It's the families of which those students come from. It's not just the school anymore. There's lots of reasons why I homeschool. I have no problem with Liberty. I'm a single dad, okay? I'm a single parent. My late wife, Jamie, put together the curriculum from all kinds of different things. She loved Charlotte Mason. She loved lots of different sources to get her curriculum from and piece these things together. She had the time to do that. In fact, we have videos in the playlist. I'll leave two link to those videos below or at the end of the video. You can click on and watch. They're still relevant today. Those videos of her, talking about the curriculum that she used, they're still relevant today. I don't do that anymore because when she passed away, I wanted to, but I was looking at the materials. I'm looking at what she told me to do after she knew she was going to be gone. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this and work. I can't do this and all the other things I have to do and juggle. So I looked for alternatives and I found Liberty. And Liberty, for the most part, has worked out fine. The only thing I really don't like about Liberty is their math. And we use a separate math. Liberty allows you to choose a la carte, okay? And I told them this year, listen, my kids don't like this math. I don't like their math. I think it's like from some other source. I don't like the math. I've seen how my kids do it. I don't like the math system. I don't like how they do it. So I called them. I said, I'm not doing it. And we use teaching textbooks instead. It's that simple. And they were fine with it. They wanted to approve the curriculum because it's an accredited school. And if they're going to give you a diploma at the end, they want to make sure that what you're using is a good curriculum. Okay, if you're trying to substitute something from something they have. But some of the stuff that you said in the email just doesn't make sense to me, and I'm sorry you've had that. In Lightem, I don't know anything about that. We've used lots of different curriculum over the years. I think the first curriculum we ever used was Rod and Staff. I think we used some Bold and the Beautiful, or Big. Was it Bold and Beautiful, or Big and Beautiful, or whatever it is. And then we used some other things. And then we finally started, settled on Charlotte Mason, doing some things for that. I think the kids like that. But again, we settled on Liberty because of just where we're at right now, and I can't do all the other stuff. So, I think that was all. Is that all? Let me look at your comments again. So, not a scam, not a diploma mill, not. I don't have any issues with their grading. I love their observation deck. It's probably one of the best things I like about Liberty is their observation. Being able to look at my students' overall scores. I can drill down into each class and see where they're at. I can see their overall progress. The observation deck is probably the best selling point. And if there's a problem in your children's schooling, the observation deck will show you first where the issue is if there's an issue. Trying to think what else. There's lots of things out there. Guys, just find a curriculum and you can find something and then change it. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're probably going to go through 2 or 3 curriculums throughout your homeschool life. span, and before you finally settle on something. And one child may like one curriculum better than another child, which kind of makes it a little bit hairy. It's always good, I would think, to find something that works for all your children, so that you guys can all just kind of be more coherent that way. But again, I know parents who have done it where they have one child on this curriculum and one child on that curriculum. I want to talk about some things coming up soon in some videos here shortly about homeschooling. We just got back from the Great Homeschool Conference in St. Louis. That organization does a lot of homeschool conferences or conventions throughout the U.S. The first one was in St. Charles in St. Louis. And so we went there, had a great time, got to see all kinds of speakers, and I'll talk about that in another video. And I will talk about some other things, including a video specifically and only to homeschool dads. That video is coming. So if you're a mom watching this right now and you have a husband, I think you want to make sure he watches my video on homeschool dads. Because after being at this conference and seeing some things I saw, I think some dads need to step up. Trust me. So hang on to your hats for that one. But there's a lot of other stuff too I want to talk about that I saw at this conference. A lot of great things. And I want to talk about some of the things I have found that I'm supplementing. Because I do Liberty, right? But I still supplement. I still find great things out there in the giant world of curriculum. And I'm picking and choosing things I want to use for my kids and expose them to and teach them. And so I'm doing that, and I'll continue to do that. So I want to talk about some of that stuff too as well. All right. Let me know what you think. Let me know what curriculum you're using. Leave a comment below. If it's all, there's Sunlight out there. There's Charlotte Mason. There's Bold and Beautiful. There's Rod and Staff. There's so many curriculums out there. So many. I can't name them all. But I got lots of information at this recent convention I was at. But let me know in the comments below what you're using, what you like, and that may help someone else. Say why you like it. Tell me why you like it down below. And that may help someone who's viewing the comments, give them a direction of where they can maybe look at some things, and then for them to go. So, all right, that helps. All right, guys, see you next time in the Homestead. Bye.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dean Kane, and I am a big fan of American Homestead, as are you, or you wouldn't be seeing this right now. I'm in my backyard, my homestead, where I grow lots of fruit and vegetables. Look, both Zach and I are big fans of history, and we are watching the economic situation in our country just like you are. We absolutely love this country, and it's very difficult for us to watch it struggle financially. Now, did you know that the Constitution of the United States, in Article 1, Section 10, only allows for legal currency to be minted in gold and silver? I bet you didn't. I wasn't aware. But our founders, in their wisdom, they understood that this was the true way to build a solid financial foundation for this new nation. And they were right. They were dead right. These principles rocketed the industry and the economy that made the United States the powerhouse that we now enjoy. However, today, the US dollar, it's not backed up by anything of real value. And here we are. Now, our friends at Genesis Gold Group are helping people stuck in 401ks, IRAs, and anyone else who's watching their hard-earned wealth teeter on the edge of oblivion by moving their money out of risky paper-denominated assets and into physical precious metals like gold and silver. You can touch it. I'm doing it myself. So is my sister. Call Genesis Gold Group today and let them help you develop a plan to safeguard your assets. It's simple. You can call the number on the screen or visit them at genesisgoldgroup.com. And I will see you next time on the homestead with my dogs and all the fruit that I grow. Look at all this good stuff. We got nectarines. More dogs coming down. If you get cut, we got some aloe vera for you. What I do need, though, is chickens. I need chickens because eggs are about the same price as gold right now. Anyway, see you on the homestead.